big life choices lately, right?
Yeah.
You retired from the NFL, and then you got married last year to Kelsey Plum,
Yep.
star Las Vegas Aces point guard, but then you filed for divorce a year later.
Right.
What happened?
Man, that's you talk about get honest or die lying.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you kind of got to look at yourself and realize, like, all right, like, you know, what role am I playing that all the relationships in my life have always had the same patterns?
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of plays into everything else I was mentioning earlier, like the codependency aspect of, like, anytime I'm in a relationship, I feel like I got to, you know, dance or do a certain thing to keep this person around.
Hello, good evening, welcome and welcome back to my channel, and happy Thanksgiving, guys. Make sure that you are always grateful for whatever you have, whatever you don't have. You know what, just like J. Cole said, I love me some J. Cole, there's no life that's better than yours. Speaking of things to be thankful for, it seems like as though Kelsey Plum, she is still going through some grueling hardships, perhaps because of her recent split. It's still kind of recent. Her and her husband filed for divorce back in April 23rd of this year. And it seems as though it could possibly be affecting her still off court, which is why she has decided to pull out of the Unrivaled League. Allow me to be Mother Goose and read to you guys from Sports Illustrated article titled Kelsey Plum Explains Surprise Decision to Back Out of Unrivaled. The basketball community is now less than 2 months away from the opening tip-off of Unrivaled, which is the new 3-on-3 women's basketball league that starts in January, features many of the WNBA's best hoopers, and takes place in Miami, Florida. While superstars such as Caitlin Clark, A'ja Wilson, and Sabrina Ionescu aren't taking part in Unrivaled this offseason, the league still boasts many of the world's best female basketball players on its roster. And it's crucial for Unrivaled to have these top players since they're who attract attention and interest is what drives future revenue. However, Unrivaled will now be doing without one more superstar who had initially committed to playing in Miami. Las Vegas Aces star guard Kelsey Plum posted on her Instagram story on Wednesday, "I've decided to not take part in the inaugural season of Unrivaled in order to take some more time for myself this offseason. I appreciate the league understanding and being so accommodating. I wish the league and all the players nothing but the best, and I'm excited to watch." Plum was slated to play for the Laces basketball club alongside Minnesota Lynx standouts Courtney Williams and Kayla McBride, her Aces teammate Kate Martin, Elite 2A Connecticut Sun star Alyssa Thomas, and Washington Mystics center Stephanie Dawson. The Laces are coached by Andrew Wade. Regardless of what went into Plum's decision, it's nice to hear that Unrivaled had no problem with her stepping away at this point. It will be interesting to see if the league elects to bring another on board in Plum's place. Again, guys, WNBA star Kelsey Plum and her former or current, I don't believe that they are officially divorced, but she was married to NFL tight end Darren Waller. Okay, they met while he was playing for the Las Vegas Raiders. Of course, she's a Las Vegas Aces, so you know they're both professional athletes. They lived in the same city, that being Las Vegas, Nevada. And of course, them having that in common, being professional athletes, I'm sure that's kind of what brought them together and brought them up as a couple in the first place. They actually married March 4th of 2023, so this was last year. They filed for divorce April 23rd of this year, so they were only married for 1 year and 1 month. Ms. Plum said that the divorce has devastated her and that the public nature of the split was difficult. She also said that she turned to religion to deal with the breakup. This is a message that Kelsey Plum shared on social media, on her social media accounts, April 23rd, 2024 of this year, as soon as the news broke that she was going to be splitting from her husband. She said, "I'm devastated. I walked through fire for that man, but now I see it's time to go. God has given me an incredible life, and I'm truly so grateful for the profound love from my family and friends. One day I'll share my story. Today is not that day. Thank you for the grace to process my pain, to forgive, and move forward. Today and every day I will continue to choose joy. Much love, KP." Now, again, this is very cryptic. Guys, this video might be all over the place, because hold on, guys. Again, I'm not trying to be messy. I'm not trying to be, full of tea. But again, this is my first time seeing her post something about her split that happened this past April. She said, "One day I'll share my story. Today is not that day. Thank you for the grace to process my pain." What story? Again, you married this man. Y'all were only married for 1 year and 1 month. What is the story? Again, I don't know this man from a can of paint, Mr. Darren Waller, but he's a professional athlete. I'm thinking it's probably, cheating. Okay, either side, right? It's not just always the man's fault before y'all come for me. Or probably they're both professional athletes. They're both very busy, constantly on the road, away from home, away from their home base, right? He got his own team to worry about. She has her own team to worry about. But when she says, "One day I'll share my story," so it seems as though more tea could possibly be coming out about her divorce proceedings. And it's well, what story is there to tell? Again, not to be messy, but it's been rumors about Kelsey Plum. Again, she's very super duper Christian, right? She grew up in a Christian household in California with her 3 siblings. Again, she's one of 4 children. a lot of, again, what I've been seeing on Twitter, okay, I'm not clocking nobody, I'm not outing nobody, I don't believe in that, it's none of my business, but again, I have constantly come across tweets and like little jokes about Kelsey Plum's sexuality, right? The way she acts, okay, she's been, it seems like she kind of like flirts with some of her teammates, but it's kind of like in a comical way. And like the fact that, again, like I just read this, guy, this is my first time seeing her message post-divorce. She said, one day I'll share my story. It's kind of like, are you trying to come out maybe one day, perhaps? The fact that she actually, it's so dramatic. She said, I walked through fire for that man, but now I see it's time to go. He either did something to her, or I ain't gonna lie, I interpret this as somebody is just not happy with either that person, their spouse, that wife, that husband, or somebody gay. Again, I was really excited to see KP, Miss Plum Dog, be on the Unrivaled League. And again, like, her and Kate Martin, they both are the only Las Vegas aces. Well, I believe, Chelsea Gray is another one, but a lot of people was just, pining to see Kelsey Plum and Kate Martin get on the court together and play and just interact with each other. But unfortunately, Kelsey Plum, again, like she has chosen to drop out of the Unrivaled because she said that she wants to take time to just focus on herself, maybe her mental health on the off season. And again, I don't fault her for it. Unfortunately, again, I was excited to see her play, but again, your mental health, I always say, comes first. And possibly she's probably still hurting over her current divorce proceedings. Because again, I don't believe that they are officially divorced. So that means that there are 3 slots, guys, for the Unrivaled League. And I wonder who's going to take the place, because again, it's just less than 2 months away. January 17th is when this thing is going to kick off in Miami come 2025 for the Unrivaled League. Again, we have 3 slots left, and it's like, who will it be?